Hey, how's it going, everyone? So, welcome back to another video. Let's see. So, this video, if you've seen the last one where I talk about how to mount like an old vintage Nikon lens onto a Canon DSLR, like a modern one, then this video you're going to be learning about where can you get these amazing vintage lenses. So let me go grab one. Alright, and today's video is special because we are shooting on the Nikon Lens Series E 28mm f2.8. So that's pretty cool. And then this is one of the other lenses that I have. This is a 100mm f2.8, also Series E type lens. So these lenses, I have to keep like trying to manual focus. I'm not used to it yet. I think that looks good. I don't know. I'm not good at like manual focusing, so this is like total practice. But places that you can find getting like these types of lenses are like garage sales. So like garage sales are like definitely a good place, but also it's like now like fall, so probably won't find a lot of places that would be selling these types of lenses. But you could definitely go to like a pawn shop or something, and you'll be able to pick up one of these. Besides just going to like Amazon or eBay, I think going to a pawn shop would definitely be a good idea. So I would definitely look into like Google and just kind of like look for, you know, any pawn shops near you, because what's great about pawn shops versus like buying online is you can directly talk to the seller. So like, let's say you saw like a 100mm lens, 28mm lens, a 50mm lens. You could be like, hey, can I take all like those three lenses, and let's say they're $50 each, and you'd be like, hey, how about if I take all three of those for like $80? And you know, it doesn't hurt to ask to try to like lower the deal. It'd be like, oh, I'll take three, you know, for 80, and you know, by all means, if they've been sitting there for a while, they'll probably sell to you for like $80. Maybe they might meet you halfway and be like, all right, I'll do 90. So, you know, that's what I really recommend is checking out a pawn shop, because you could probably find some really good deals on like some old vintage camera lenses, and literally all you have to do is just buy like a mount to mount it. So it's really not that difficult, and plus all the mounts are like only $10-15. If you are unsure where to look or how to look, just let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to get back to you. I just gotta know like what lens that you're interested in, and then what lens you want to put that camera on, and then I'll be able to help you. So those are like kind of the manual places that you have to look, which are, that I just mentioned, which are garage sales and pawn shops. Of course, next would be eBay. If you were to use eBay, I would try to look at any auctions, because that way you can, if you never used eBay before, it's like you have to bid, and whoever bids the highest gets it for that price. And so I would say there's probably not that many people actively looking, but I could be wrong. So that's why I recommend, like, you know, maybe checking out the bids, because sometimes they put like the lens. I've seen some vintage lenses just be placed at $25, and then someone won it at $33. And they just got like a 50mm Canon FD lens for only $33, and that's like including shipping. So I'm like, damn, that's a pretty good deal. Whoever like got that was like, let's go. He only had like one other bidder. So I don't know. So that's what I recommend, is like, if you are looking at on eBay, definitely check like the auctions. That way you can kind of get like a good deal. So Other than that, I suggest is Amazon. So Amazon is like more expensive when it comes to like these types of like lenses, like vintage lenses, just because it's like, I don't know, their used price is like, to me it's pretty expensive. So I saw like this 100mm lens for almost $100, and I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. I don't know, at least I felt like that was a lot of money. And then the one I'm shooting on right now was also around $100, and that was like off of Amazon. So I thought Amazon was gonna have like a better deal, but you know, sometimes they're not always that cheap when it comes to used products. So that's something to keep in mind. Another one that I do suggest, kind of not really, because I never personally used it, which is Facebook Marketplace. I see a lot of vintage lenses being sold on there, but at the same time, I don't know how much I trust like Facebook Marketplace, but you know, I would bring a friend with you if you did find a lens that you want to get and you want to meet up there with the seller. I would definitely recommend bringing your camera, and then also having like, you know, a friend come with you. And then something to remember when you're looking at these lenses is like, when you're inspecting it, you want to look for any wear and tear. I know it sounds very simple or like straightforward, but you want to be looking for any damage, any dings, anything that you think that could be like hurting like the lens. So also, you know, checking in when you're looking at the lens, like right here, you're looking for any scratches, and then you're looking for any possible hazing. So you would try to examine, look through it, look for any fungus that could be like growing in the lens. You know, I'll be honest, I've seen some, so that's just something you need to also be aware of. And you could probably, you know, Google like how you should be inspecting these types of lenses. That way you're not getting like a lemon, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so I definitely recommend the first two, which are, you know, checking out a garage sale, checking out your nearest pawn shop, and then also another one, which is your family, friends. You know, reach out to them. Maybe you have like a dad, like me, because I inherited these lenses and old camera bodies. So maybe reach out to, you know, your dad and be like, hey, do you have any like old camera lenses or whatever? You know, and by all means, I'm pretty sure he'd be excited to show you. Or maybe you can reach out to an uncle that you know that, you know, might have these types of lenses. Or even maybe your grandpa, you know, just someone in your family. Like maybe you reach out to them and be like, hey, do you have any old camera lenses that you're willing to give up? And then, you know, explain like, you know, your passion and like trying to get into video, and maybe just ask if you can borrow it, because what if something like using a lens like this isn't something you would want to use. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that awesome stuff, and then I'll see y'all in the next video.